Okay, the next problem that we had for week 4 was page 288, question 20, and this problem has to do with the normal distribution. So the narrative says that the average price of gasoline in the United States is $3.73, and in Russia the average is $3.40, and that the gas prices in these two countries are normally distributed. The standard deviation is 25 cents in the United States and 20 cents in Russia. Okay, so I'll just draw two pictures. Two normal distributions, two bell-shaped curves. Okay, so actually, let me just to make it accurate, oh, this is not so good. Let me, okay, so in the US the average price of gasoline is $3.73, and the standard deviation is 25 cents. And in Russia, so I'll call this X and I'll call this Y. So in Russia, the average price of gasoline is $3.40. That's why notice I drew the lower bell a little bit to the left of the upper one. It's the average is $3.40. It's a little bit less than that in the US. And I tried, my art is not so good, but I tried to draw the lower bell to be a little bit narrower than the top one, because it tells me in the narrative that the standard deviation of gas prices in Russia is 20 cents. Okay, so that's what roughly these two bell-shaped curves look like. So based on this narrative, the part A says, what is the probability that a randomly selected gas station in the United States charges less than $3.50? So you're looking, I'm going to draw small bell-shaped curves here. You're looking at here's the average, $3.73, and the question asks, what is the likelihood that a gas station in the US charges less than $3.50? So here's approximately $3.50. So I want to know the probability of X. X is the price of gasoline in the United States. I want the probability that X is less than $3.50. So the probability that I want, just like for the uniform distribution, I have shaded the area that I need. So I want the area to the left of $3.50. Okay, so the logic is exactly the same as in the case of the uniform distribution. The only difference is this time I cannot calculate the area by multiplying base times height. This is a different shape, so I need to use Excel to help me calculate this. So since I know my location on the x-axis, that is $3.50, and I want to find this probability, this area, this is what I want, so I have to use the norm dist function. So this is norm dist, and I have to give 4 inputs. One is $3.50, that's where I am on the x-axis. The mean is $3.73. The standard deviation is 25 cents, and the last parameter has to be 1. Okay, and since Excel gives me the area to the left of $3.50 anyways, and that is what I want, so I don't need to do a 1 minus any of that geometric juggling. Okay, so let's do this calculation and see what it turns out to be. So this is equal to norm dist of $3.50. The mean is $3.73. The standard deviation is 25 cents, and the last parameter is 1. So the probability is about 18%. Okay, so that's I can well, there's no need to I'll just keep it at 18%, so I can round it off, but it's roughly 18%. So you see how the calculation was done. So that was part A. Now in part B, what the question asks is, what percentage of the gas stations in Russia charge less than $3.50? So it's the same price setting, $3.50, but now it's in Russia. Here's the graph again I will draw. So notice now, since for Russia the mean price is $3.40, $3.50 will be to the right, isn't it? So I want the area, this shaded area. So I want the probability that y is the price of gas in Russia. I want the probability that y is less than $3.50, which is the shaded portion that I drew. Okay, so this will be, and just by the drawing I know it has to be larger than 50% because $3.50 is to the right of the mean. Okay, the bell-shaped curve is symmetric, so on either side of the middle is 50%. So whatever number I get is has to be more than 50%. So let's see. So I'll still again use the norm dist function because I know my location on the x-axis and I am computing a probability. So my position is $3.50. That's my location on the x-axis. The mean is different now. It's $3.40, and so is the standard deviation. It's 20 cents rather than 25 because we are working with Russian gas prices. So let's see how much that is. And again, I don't need to do a 1 minus because the area that I need is to the left of $3.50, and Excel gives me the left side area anyway, so I don't need to do a subtraction from 1. So let's see what value that turns out to be, equal to norm dist of again $3.50. That's my location on the x-axis. The mean is $3.40. The standard deviation is 20 cents, and that last parameter is 1. So do you see it turned out to be 69% in this case? So it's certainly we're expecting a value more than 50%, and we got 69%. Okay. All right. So that was part B. So let's look at part C now. I'm going to bring up a fresh sheet and let me expand this a little bit. So part C of the problem says, what is the probability that a randomly selected gas station in Russia charges more than the mean price in the United States? So we are dealing with Russian gas prices again. So for Russian gas prices, it's Y. The average is $3.40. And we know that the standard deviation is 20 cents. This is for Russia. Okay, this is for Russia. It says, what is the likelihood, the average price, okay, for the United States, the narrative tells us is $3.73. Okay, this is for USA. And part C says, what is the likelihood that a randomly selected gas station in Russia charges more than the average price of gas in the United States? So the average price of gas is $3.73. The likelihood that a Russian gas station charges more than this is the area to the right of $3.73, which is I've just shaded. So the probability that I want is probability of Y, which is Russian gas prices, is more than $3.73. Okay, so I want the area to the right of $3.73. Excel does not give that to me directly, so I will compute the area to the left of 3.73 and then do a 1 minus. So the area to the left of 3.73 is norm dist of $3.73. The mean is $3.40. The standard deviation is 20 cents. The last parameter is 1, and I have to do a 1 minus. This is area to the left of 3.73. So the norm dist function gives me the area to the left of 3.73. Since I want the area to the right, I have to do a 1 minus. Okay, so let's do that now. Do 1 minus. Again, I'm using norm dist because I know my position on the x-axis and I want to compute a probability. So norm dist of 3.73, that's my location on the x-axis. $3.40 is the mean for Russian gas prices. The standard deviation is 20 cents, and that last parameter has to be 1. Okay, so the probability is only 5%. So there is 5% probability that a randomly selected gas station in Russia will charge a higher price than the average price of gasoline in the United States. Okay, so those are the 3 parts to problem 20.